This week, a judge in New York ruled that most of Fox News and all of Rudy Giuliani cannot escape a defamation lawsuit, a $2.7 billion defamation lawsuit from Smartmatic. Now, that's a good decision, right? Well, there's a couple of caveats here, folks, so don't get too excited yet. Because first and foremost, the judge dismissed Smartmatic's claims against Sidney Powell. So she gets away with it from Smartmatic. She doesn't have to face the music from them. And it's because the judge says he lacks jurisdiction to bring the suit against Powell. So there's that. Of course, she's still being sued by Dominion voting system, so she's going to have to face the music eventually. Also, removed from the lawsuit was Fox News host Janine Piero, because the judge said that the comments that Pirro herself made on the air were just mistakes, right? Honest mistakes. She didn't mean to defame anybody by it. She just said some things that, were, I guess, irresponsible, but not quite defamatory because the intent was not there. And of course, that's fair, right? Sometimes people screw up. They say something based on something else, whatever it is, not meaning to defame, just reporting what's happening. And that is an important distinction to make. As much as I despise everything Janine Piero stands for, we have to have that specific protection in place because that is what protects the media, right? I mean, without that, there's really nothing to stop everybody from suing everybody that is in front of a camera all day, every day. So that's a good decision, believe it or not, from the judge to take Pirro off the suit, if, of course, he is correct in his analysis that there was no malice behind what she said. Giuliani and Fox News host Maria Bartiromo and former Fox host Lou Dobbs, however, can't escape it. Case is moving forward, and Smartmatic, by the way, made a pretty damn good argument in front of this judge. They said Fox News did this, spread the lies that they rigged the 2020 election for Joe Biden, to boost ratings, cater to Trump supporters, and avoid losing viewers to smaller right-wing networks, Newsmax and One America News. So they specifically called out the competition, right? Like, hey, Fox News is terrified of these networks. They needed something to boost the ratings, so why not say that this little company that, for the record, only ran the election in Los Angeles County. That's it. That's all they did. And yeah, Biden won LA. That's not a shocker. That was expected to happen. And he won the state of California. So even if they did what these right-wingers like Giuliani claimed they did, it literally wouldn't have changed the outcome of the election. They could have said that, oh, look at this, Biden won LA County by 40 million votes. Cool. He still would have only gotten the electoral votes from California, which he would have gotten anyway, so literally didn't change anything from the outcome. But of course, facts don't matter to these individuals, and more importantly, Smartmatic didn't rig anything in favor of Joe Biden. But I do have to talk about the silver lining here, right? Okay, Powell's been removed from it. Pirro's been removed from it. Giuliani, Bartiromo, and Dobbs are still a part of it, and they're still being hit with $2.7 billion. Now, what's happened with these cases, for those who haven't been following the intricacies of them, is it's basically, they've all been combined. Same thing with Dominion. There's not separate lawsuits from Dominion against Powell, Giuliani, Mike Lindell. They've all been rolled into one. And so it's likely that the big pot of money, if the judgment comes for the full $2.7 billion in the Smartmatic case, gets split among the defendants. So removing two of the defendants likely means those three individuals are going to have to cough up a lot more money when they most likely lose this case. Fox News has made it clear, however, they are going to countersue. They're going to countersue Smartmatic for suing them, because they want to recoup their legal fees and whatnot. And as they say, protect the First Amendment. There's no First Amendment protections here. The judge made clear of that, or made that very clear. He said, listen, Janine Piero, totally First Amendment protected. There was no malice. Malice has to be determined in order to get to the defamation point. She didn't have it, so she's out. So you, Fox News don't have the rest of that claim because the other folks will hear it out. But based on, preliminary evidence, and the judge did not rule on any, factual findings of the case, but allowing it to move forward against them would in fact suggest that malice could potentially be proven with those two other hosts. So that's where everything stands. Powell and Pirro are out. Giuliani, Bartiromo, Lou Dobbs, and the rest of Fox News cannot escape the $2.7 billion defamation suit headed their way. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.